All right, we're not going to waste any time. We're going to jump right to it. This is Advent Rising. It's from Majesco, developed by Glyphix, and it's for the Xbox, but it's also coming for the PC. We might see it on other systems too. And right off the bat, we got to mention that my man Tommy T did the music and sound effects.
So I'm not going to comment on
for Advent Rising.
I'm not going to comment on any of the music in the game because I am completely biased. But,
yes, you are.
What
biased.
did you think of the music?
I thought the music was sensational. I was there at the recording session too, so I'm a little bit biased too. I saw it performed live, and I was blown away then. But it was amazing to hear these crashing cymbals and just the room filled with the sound of a cinematic orchestra. What I really liked about it was that the storyline was solid and compelling, and it kept you engrossed in what was going on.
What's great is you progress into the game as well. You get all these great slow-mo moves, and that's when it really starts to get fun, when you're doing flips and going into slow-mo.
Now there are some pretty big problems in the game. The frame rate in the game is inconsistent. Sometimes it's pretty smooth and silky, but other times when you've got a ton of bad guys on the screen or a big chunk of the environment is being rendered at the same time, it starts to bog down a little bit, and that's frustrating.
One of the things that frustrated me is the flick targeting system.
Right.
This is a great thing, actually, where you take the right stick and you flick in any direction to target it on the guys. That I like.
Yeah.
But what happens sometimes is when you're trying to turn corners or doing other stuff, it'll accidentally flick and target something and swing you around the opposite way.
It does get manic, especially when there's lots of people on screen at the same time. But one other thing that kind of bothered me too was that the visuals for the game overall, I was a little unimpressed by them. I just felt like the art style felt a little bit dated.
Now, can we talk about the footstep sounds for a second?
Sure.
This is what I'm talking
about.
about.
Wait a second. We can't talk about your damn footstep sounds.
Well,
you made them.
No, I know, but I just want to bring up because
I'm not going to let you.
No, but I always I'm not tooting my own horn. I'm just saying that this is the way video games should be done. We used a plethora of footstep sounds on all different surfaces.
Can we get some kind of title thing in here that says this is gross self-promotion or something like that?
No, I'm just saying.
This is really tacky.
I'm just saying because I always complain about footsteps.
May this journey bring you truth and healing, divine creature.
They always say, hey, buddy, why don't you put your money where your mouth is?
Sure.
Why don't you tell us how footsteps are done? So there you go.
The footstep sounds.
All right, that's all I wanted to hear.
I was literally on my knees going, oh my God. Listen to those footsteps.
Exactly.
They're amazing.
Isn't that incredible?
You did a phenomenal job. Very solid game. And
Easy to get into.
Liked it. I liked the storyline. I liked the controls. I liked the combat. You know what? I was surprised by how much action there really was. I mean, they didn't disappoint. There's always tons of baddies to kill. They had to have that requisite turret sequence where
we love
jumping into the turrets and you kill
they put that
the stupid guys that come running at the machine guns.
Although it has a lot of action though, but because you get different powers and different abilities, your character learns to grow. It doesn't get repetitive.
You know what I found, and I think this is probably the greatest compliment that I can pay this game, is that I wanted to see this game grow to sequels. Advent Rising, I think succeeds, man. 8 out of 10.
I'm giving it an 8 as well.
On the positive side, the storyline to Advent Rising is terrific. Love that orchestral soundtrack. It's incredible. But the best part of all, those incredible footstep sounds. Oh, my God!
On the negative side, some people may feel that the graphics are a little outdated. And although we like the flick targeting system, it sometimes targets things that you don't want it to. And you're going to encounter some frame rate issues during certain parts of the game.